back round here. Oh dear. And I'll tidy up these bits while we're here. It would seem actually 3 handles is maybe the better width to go for, at least 2.5. Given the angle that the field's at. The problem is the edge of the field is receding from us each time we go up a row. And so if the tractor's getting concerningly close to the hedgerow, we then have to make the turn earlier than it may be possible to get a perfect start on the row as we go back down. Alright, facing approximately the right direction. And that one, missed the top again. But that was me going too fast into the row. Exceeding the capabilities of the seed head to drop in time. And Helper J has completed their task, you think. I think maybe not so much. So, we will... yeah, you're having issues with things and stuff. And obviously, I can't see all of where you've been and where you haven't been. So, we will back up to the bottom here, and I guess we're doing a few things manually that I wasn't intending to do. So, and we are planting we are fertilizing a minimum. Let's go back to there. Oh, we're halfway. Oh, we're halfway there. And this thing doesn't do edges very well at all. It's the problem. Because of the boom width, it turns around way short of the end of a row. But still. This is another tractor we actually have GPS installed on. Although really with precision farming you can see where you've been and where you haven't been. So it's not as difficult as base game. With base game I would frequently run GPS on the sprayer, so I know I'm getting the most efficient coverage of the field. Mine and contracts. Primarily contracts, because they're usually coming in and saying, oh, we need this done and the field's half grown. You can't see the ground, so you can't see the texture change. Here you can, but really using the mini-map, a lot easier. So how are we doing? We're down to 20%. I think we said, oh, we're up to 60. So this will be another contract done. I think this puts us up to about 76 contracts out of 100 needed. Again, as I said, we're not going to make it to 100 in this series, but I might come back after we're done and polish off a whole bunch next year. Although I might end up selling all of the sheep, just saying. Done with sheep. They take too much of my time, and all I'm really concentrating on at that point is finishing the achievements that I didn't do during the normal course of events through FS19. So I've got contracts, pig breeding, cow breeding. At Oakfield we did sheep and cows very quickly. Pigs was a very, was a sort of, oh, FS19's coming out, I really should get the pigs bred. So we kind of added them right at the end. Don't think there's any others I haven't done. There might be. There might be 100 hectares of cultivating or something completely ridiculous that I haven't done yet. Yeah, there's some rather large swaths of this field that the worker just doesn't get to. Down to 12%, 73 done. I'm guessing we'll make it to 80, and then I'm going to have to top off the tanks, or the tank. Which is a little unfortunate, I guess. But I could have started the worker a little bit further over to this corner. But again, not sure how tied up it would have become, because this actual block is quite short. You can see where we started right from the edge. But when it came back, it stopped well short. I think you do better with a spreader, because there's no booms to get in the way of you turning around. Don't really need to spray there. Anyway, so this is almost. I could have put the Challenger on a worker. Maybe we'll do that when we nip off to the store to refill. That would be a plan. No point wasting time on two jobs. And almost empty. So I really forgot how much the worker doesn't like working these types of fields. On a square field, you set the worker off, it does most of it, and then you have to do the top and bottom end, kind of like this bit here. and the contract's done. But, with these shaped fields, it's just misses so much. Oh, there we go. Done. Stop. Fold. Oh, you. How are you doing? Yeah, probably grab a stack. I can't remember the last time we were over here, but it definitely looks like it's time for another stack of bales. Ooh, that's absolutely a great number. I just need to get it in the digester. That's a good thing. Okay. Boop, 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 boop. 49,000. Okay. And stick that in forward, turn it off, and go and find Pterodos, this thing. Alright. Raise that and turn it back on again. So I'm fairly certain that the worker does not follow the GPS. It ends up doing things slightly close together, so each row is a little bit more overlapped than the GPS figures it for. But that's fine. No. Engine turned off again. And I'm just going to bust through the hedge because why not? Alright. So as far as the field sizes go, we are now getting into the realms of fields that are bigger than our sprayer can do in one job. And in the past, what I've done is usually looked for some form of tanker that I can carry the liquid fertilizer in to replenish on the fields. I'm not sure I've got a mod loaded that supports that though. At least with Farm Sim 22 you can now buy packets of fertilizer that are designed to be mixed with water. So you can buy these IBCs of 2,000 litres and then you can buy 6,000 litres for 3 times the price, but it's a solid product that you basically, in real life, you mix water into it. However, in Farm Sim, you don't need the water. That's just assumed to magically happen in your fertilizer tank. And why not? Because there is a fair amount of magic that goes on in Farm Sim. I think we can nip through there. Booyah. Okay, let's unfold this thing and see where we're up to. Yes. Come from this side. And we'll sweep round the field in the opposite direction. How does that sound? I did set the worker. Yeah, of course I set the worker off because there's the vehicle inspector telling me as much. Right, well, with 4,000 litres of liquid fertiliser, we should get all this done. I'm not sure if I should buy some more, however. I mean, obviously we're conveniently close to the store, and we have canola and barley that will need to have a nitrogen top up. So if we're going to do that, it probably makes a little bit of sense to buy some more so we've got some for our fields. This is not the most efficient way of doing things. Obviously in Farm Sim 22, if you've got variable width spray on your sprayer, you can definitely go for something that's a little bit more efficient in fertilizer usage. Although again, if this was my own fields, I could use the automatic application, which would stop spraying where I've already sprayed. But not something you can do on a contract. So how are we doing? 91%. That's okay. I really should reduce the cruise control speed. Although the acceleration with this tank at this fill level isn't too excessive, so generally hit close to the beginning of the bit I want to start spraying. 93%. Oh. What time is it? 10:39. So we fed the fish. The fish are all sleeping, resting. Our fish get very bothersome just after they've woken up. You know if you've fed them or not, because they're all just swarming around the front of the tank. Sort of, it's time for food, someone come and give us food. And then sometimes during the day there'll be, oh, somebody walked past, they must want to give us food, and they'll swarm the front of the tank again. But most of the day they're just pottering around, eating algae where they can find it, and just not worrying folks much. Got a couple of huge snails in there, quite impressive. They are supposedly snails that can breed in fresh water, but they haven't tried it yet. Last time we bought snails, we bought one, because we only had a 10-gallon tank, I think it was, so we bought one. And within a week it had like dozens of babies, so we had lots all of a sudden. but they kind of died out, so not so much of an issue. No. Why is there a fertilised strip over there? I don't know. How are we doing? Oh, we're done. Let's shut that off. The brakes on. Get paid. Yay. So just baling, and they're all going to dry up as the year goes by. We are at, we're at 78. So 78. Is that 22 more to do? Yeah, not going to get them done anytime soon. And we've got 3,000 litres. 3,000 plus 2,000 is 5,000. Will not fit in the tank, so not going to buy any more for now. Might need to send the Land Rover down to the store to pick up another IBC later. But for right now, I think I'm going to park this here. Actually, no, we've got time to take it back to the yard. I was going to say, we can park this here and go check on the JCB, but really, I don't think. It's only been about 15 minutes since we last were at the BGA loading bales into the digester, so it's not going to be empty yet. Let's jump in the cab so I can see what's coming. And I think we'll take this up to the front yard and get it washed off. Before we put it away. Should probably take a look in field 26, see if the canola's actually germinated or not. No, that's still dirt. So I'm kind of hoping the way we planted, probably in 2 days' time, those fields should have some crop in them. And if they do, we would be able to spray them. I could go around with a solid spreader, but actually we do have one that's kind of right for our we've got the big one, which has the big massive tires which destroy crops, which we really bought for lime. We're going to plough, we're going to cultivate the oilseed radish, then we're going to lime those fields, so don't have to worry about that right now. But yeah, the big one's for lime, but we do have a small sprayer goes on the back of this thing, a spreader, that we can use for fertilizing and not worry about crop destruction and stuff. Hi dog. Oh, you need some food. There you go. No, wrong button. Right button. Okay, we'll clean this thing off. Helper F has completed their task. I'm dubious. But we've done all of the tasks we've set out to do. So I think I'm going to turn that off for now. And we'll bounce over here. I guess he thinks he has. And as you can see, the GPS is a little bit off. Should we take a look at the field in question? Looks like you pretty much got most of it except for that small triangle right in front of the seed head. Okay, that's done. So that kind of looks okay. I'm gonna guess, well, I don't know. I mean, you walk over here. That looks good. That looks dubious. That looks good. That looks a little bit dubious. But I'm not seeing anything on the mini-map. And as I said before, this is oilseed radish, so it's designed to boost the nitrogen, not bring it to perfect levels. It's just designed to reduce the amount of fertilizer we have to add. So we'll head up to the next field and get that one done. Oh, we closed the gate. Well, that's annoying. Need to get out, get that open. Okay, I will do probably 2 headlands here as well. Make sure we get through the gate before. Yeah, good one. Okay, we'll turn that on. We'll go around a couple of times, and I will probably do the rest on GPS again, because it's kind of fun. Gonna guess we've got enough time to do all of this field. Definitely got the seed to do all of this field before we need to head back to the BGA and mess around there for a bit. This is the 90-degree line on this field. How up 280? And since we were running 90 to 70 on the previous field, I'll probably keep doing that for this field. Someone's got some corn. Probably can't afford that field, and I'm not sure it's going to be available for harvest before winter. It should be. It's got to be. Come on. But I'm not sure. I don't think I've got enough money. I don't think it's cheap enough. But I could buy that field, harvest the corn normally, and then think about pigs a lot earlier than I'm thinking about pigs. Anyway, we'll get this done. Yeah, this week has been sort of a week of odd jobs. Yeah, harvest is done. We have things to do, but no rush to do them. Nice. Yeah, obviously. Next week we'll be into selling all our grains, and at that point it's going to be hectic. I'll have to see what I end up, what the situation is. I was hoping to get towards the ends of this day, or this stream. I would probably be skipping a couple of days. Once this field's planted, we can then just go straight off on